Yeah, fellas, welcome to the show. Yesterday, Rideshare was asking me about my little brother. And it made me think about, I was thinking about it for yesterday evening, and I realized that, life is short. It really is short. My little brother lived to be 42 years of age, and then his life was gone forever. I'll never be able to talk to him again. We'll never be able to sit down and share a beer or have a conversation. He'll never be able to go to the movies again. He'll never have sex again. He couldn't see his kids grow up. Life is short. So you guys who are sitting there mewing like little kittens over your dating issues, life is short. You may not even be here tomorrow. Just think about the time that you're wasting trying to figure shit out. Just get it done like you should have done in high school. Most of us, we solved our dating problems in high school. I did mine right after high school in my first year of college. So I was a little late, behind the bar. But usually high school is where guys learn to solve their second chakra, their sexuality stuff, their sexual issues of like attracting women. They figured out. For some reason, most of the people that watch me, or many of the people that watch me, have not figured this shit out yet. And some of you guys can be as late as your middle 20s, if not even older. That's a long time not to have solved that rite of passage. Think about all the years that you've wasted. Think about that. Think about if you don't do something now, where are you going to be in 5 years? Let's say you're 24 years of age. In 5 years, you'll be 29, get ready to turn 30. Now, remember, there have been 30-year-old virgins on this channel. By the time you get to 30, you're mentally gone. You're fucked up, way too fucked up to even try to fix yourself because you've had things set in. The creepiness is there. When you don't have a female, you become creepy. A lot of guys think like these MGTOWers that the ones that are actually cowards, they try to use MGTOW as an excuse for why they don't have any females they're boning. Not the ones that have the father issues. I'm talking about the ones that are the actual cowards there. Think about how their life is going to be. If they're 20 right now, let's say 10 years, they're 30. And then people are wondering about them, whispering behind their backs, thinking that they're gay. Family thinks they're gay. And this poor idiot, all because he didn't solve his goddamn dating issues. He let fear rule his life. Life is too short. You only get one chance at it. Now, if this person still does the same thing, imagine they're 40 years of age. I think we saw the video, the 40-year-old virgin? That's pretty sad for a man to end up a 40-year-old virgin. There was an article, I believe it was in 2009 or something like that, about a guy that was in his 50s, and he was a fucking virgin. Wow. Think of all the lost years. If he had to solve that problem back in high school when it should have been done, just think where he'd be. He would be a grandfather right now. He would have had a normal, healthy life. He would have found love. What kind of man lives without love in his life? A coward. And cowards deserve the hell they live in. So if you're one of those cowards, you're right where you need to be. You got to start to man up and get yourself out of this shit because life is too short. Too short to live like a coward, scared of this little creature called a woman. That one I'll never figure out. Why are you afraid of a tiny little thing like a woman? Well, she can hurt my feelings. How about you go do something and go attract her into your life? Hold on, woman. Yeah, there it is. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not going to fit. Problem is this new outlet look, this new style of doing this shit. Doesn't allow certain things. So anyways, I know that when I was in, early college, I couldn't take it anymore. I had to do something about it. And I did. I know that when I was in, hold on. I decided to go get a girlfriend. And that's why I was practicing in the library when I met my first girlfriend. Now, the problem is I didn't know anything about life. I was stupid. I was an idiot. I didn't know anything about women. I didn't know, what kind of women to look for and all that kind of bullshit. And I did meet, potentially a good person, except she did that whole stop taking the birth control pill. It's a good thing that there was no internet back then, because being inexperienced, I probably would have fell into MGTOW. Been, angry and shit. Because I was angry for a long time about it. She stopped taking the birth control pill. And I did the old-fashioned thing. I got married. So didn't tell me she was not taking the birth control pill anymore. But I knew because I found them on the floor. And because I was young and dumb and full of cum, the pussy was good. What can I say? Having sex was like new to me. I mean, I got sex almost anytime I wanted. So us young fellas, you got to watch out for that, because you don't want to end up producing a child. If the girl's not someone you really want to settle down with. And I was a elitist back then, Anne Rand type. She was 5'2". I wanted my wife to be, tall, so that my kids would be tall. And I'm taller than all of my kids. I didn't want shorter kids. I was that type of ego. So I made mistakes in my life, and I lived the life though. See, I actually went out and did it. Even though I made mistakes here, made mistakes there, I was still living my life. Because again, life is just too short. You guys who are not out there doing the damn thing, think about that. Okay? What's up, 25 Jai? I can see the shout box now. So think about it. Life's too short. Think about how my little brother is laying in a box rotting away right now. His is gone. And what if you got hit by a car tomorrow? Will you have lived a good life? See, I'm happy with the life I've led. I dated lots of women. I had fun. So I can look back on things in my old age now. Nothing much there, 25 Jai. Just want to deliver this message. I'm trying to get guys motivated to the ones that are lurkers. Like every now and then MGTOWers watch this. I'm trying to get these guys motivated to go out there, get your first girlfriend. Today, one of the fellows on the forum made a post about getting a girlfriend. And he made a comment, even though this is a player's house. But I always say that before you can become a good player, you got to have that first girlfriend, because you got to know what a relationship is like. Looks like Chris James came home empty-handed last night. Lots of attractive chicks out. Saw very few mediocre or ugly ones. Got no choosing. Really? We'll see how this coffee date I have lined up goes. Huh. I wonder where he went, because Chris James is biracial. He must, unless he went to an all-white club, but he lives in Chicago, so most of the clubs there are going to be kind of mixed, which is a great environment. But the brother said, I'm aware this is a player site. I had a girl, I think he might have been drunk, or he might be on the phone, but the language structure is just all fucked up. And I wish he would go back and redo it. I had a girl I would talk to regularly, and she would hit me up. Regardless of what I learned, I was going to at least try and get at least one girl as a girlfriend. And I applaud that. I approve of that. You need that first girlfriend, because you'll learn how to be in a relationship. As a player, you're in many relationships, like small little relationships, but you have lots of them. But they're still relationships. If you don't know how to be in a relationship with a woman, you're gonna suck. You're gonna fail. That's why I urge my players to get that first girlfriend, get that shit out of the way. You'll learn how to communicate. You can practice your sex skills. I usually call her a starter hoe, or starter girl. That's how you get your feet wet, get started in the dating game. So she may not be the hottest thing, but you get to practice. Okay, Practice your conversation skills, as I said, practice your fuck skills, master all that. Learn how to be comfortable around women. A lot of you guys, you're not comfortable when you get around women. You're uncomfortable. You're nervous. And I can tell that you guys like that because you never had your first girlfriend. I made mistakes, yet she was convinced I was a real player, even though on here the reality is, where's the proof? In her mind, because I was ignoring another girl blowing up my phone in front of her, she believes I'm a player. Okay, now this tells me there's more to the story. That phone should have been in his pocket and on silent when he's around another girl. So he was deliberately letting the girl see another girl calling all the time. Probably made a comment about, why is she always calling? So he bought this on himself. If that phone had been in his pocket on silent, she never would have known about it. And he'd be fucking right now. So again, he sabotaged himself. Think about that. Fellas, I give you guys real world advice because I was a player in the real world. I still think like a player, of course. So blowing my phone in front of her. He's trying to show her that I got women calling me. And that she never should have did that, ever. She believes I'm a player. I'm not mad if she feels that vibe. No, he was trying to create a vibe, a false sense of glory. But I want to at least have something to show for if that's what women are saying. Yeah. If you hadn't have did that, try to show off with the phone shit, she'd be on your team right now. As it turns out, wait a minute. As it turns out, she doesn't want to have sex because she's into monogamy, and I wouldn't waste my time anymore on her. That's a waste of your valuable time to find a decent female on a chick that don't want to fuck. I wouldn't waste my time to try to talk a chick into fucking. Okay? That's a waste of time. Go find the girls that are down for it. Think about it. Of all the girls to pick, you chose to pick this girl that wants to just do kissy shit and nothing else. Whereas you're a grown-ass man. I know he'll see this video eventually. You're a grown-ass man. You're sitting here waiting on a chick that doesn't want to fuck. And she must be young. Okay, she's into monogamy and thinks I'm with a bunch of women. And it's whatever the payoff it is to her that she keeps talking to me. Cut off all conversation with her. Just drop it. She'll be blowing your phone up too. Talk to the other one that's blowing your phone up that wants you. I don't care what she looks like. Just talk to her. Obviously, if I pursue this, she'll run the relationship. Yep. Just know whatever failed attempt I made, I tried, and you fucked up again. And Saturday is my assignment to do for Supreme. Okay, so you have to learn to go for the women that want you. Okay? Remember, life's too short. You get time to be spending on a chick that don't want to fuck. Find the ones that want to fuck. They're down for it. They can put bullshit into it. Like this nonsense of monogamy. It's 2017. The fuck is a monogamy? I want to wait till I get married. Who nobody does that anymore. That's some church shit. So you found another fucking church bitch. Supreme, I heard your recent podcast, and I'm going to seek professional help with my mental fuck-ups. I have too much of a cult-like mindset from that religion. Jehovah's Witness. Those guys are pretty bad. It's like I'm programmed to sabotage myself or relapse. Please don't say otherwise. I'm tired of pissing people and myself off. I got to handle this, and I agree with them. Sometimes you may need to go to a counselor, work with a counselor. I wish I'd gone to one after my little brother died. I just thought it was just, weak. I realized that I had lacked the skills to be able to handle death. So I did it in what I consider a masculine way. I buried the shit. I didn't think about it. Or I try not to think about it. The more you try to think about it, the more you think about it. but I kept myself under control. Didn't bust out in tears and crying all over the place. I think I did talk about it on my podcast shows. You could tell that I was, still thinking about it, but I still worked. I did podcast shows and answered people's questions. I stopped teaching aerobics because I was teaching for 24-hour fitness. I had a Saturday morning class. We got like 65 people in it, 10 in the morning, because I was one of the top instructors in my town. Women, like going to a buff black dude. Plus I had dance skills, mad aerobic teaching skills. So they would go to I'm in Sacramento, they go to the sports one that's downtown. It's like a big one where all the good people go down there to show off and shit, strut around. Anyways, I taught a class, I was teaching classes after that, and I'm looking at all those people that want something from me. And I'm in agony inside. I thought, fuck this. These people aren't helping me. I'm helping them, but I have nothing inside to give to them. And if I can't do the job well, then I shouldn't be doing the job. That's how I feel about things. What's up, Pimpin' Scout? Says, hi, Supreme, hope all is good. Some dudes think that she is a challenge when she makes it hard to get, when they don't know that if the right guy shows up, they'll be doing him in the toilet. Yeah, but he's not the right guy. You ride the car before you buy it. If you buy it before you test drive, you are stupid. I agree, brother. I agree 100% with that one. I made that mistake. Actually, no, we were fucking. But still, I knew better. So, to the brother that I'm talking about, too, I agree. You got a lot of strong Jehovah's Witness religious programming. If you're a witness, listen to me. Don't write a stupid comment, okay? I just blocked some idiot this morning. The fuck? Oh, no. Oh, named Cynic Reality. I think he's actually a black guy, too. A black guy trolling another black guy's channel. Wow. His comments, I deleted them, but they're still in my box, or part of them. Jovina gonna soon put your broke black ass out of the house, you old dusty gorilla looking N-word with an A. Do you hear that, Jovina? Jovina, come here. Got a black troll, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a black one.
Okay.
Hater, too.
What does he want?
Stay over there. He says, Jovina gonna soon put your broke black ass out of the house, you old dusty gorilla looking, I'm gonna say the word, nigga. All these PUAs stealing your shit because they don't have respect for you at, I can't read the rest of it. Then he goes on, this dusty nigga player supreme talking about PUAs, Mr. Lucario. I haven't talked about Mr. Lucario since 2011.
His name hasn't come up in a long time.
Yeah. And that's over that one guy that came to my channel. And he's the one that they called the cops on him on the campus. He came to my site, and he's the one that started the phrase Uncle Supreme. But every time some other student comes to my site, like, I'm the goddamn dean guy. I like doing, I'm the goddamn dean.
Yeah.
Steve the dean. His student, he had, what was that disease? Asperger's, yeah. He came to my site, he learned how to get a girlfriend, went back and told Steve, and then Steve started dissing me on his goddamn show. Remember that?
Yeah, I was here through the whole thing.
Yeah. And then same thing, I guess, Mr. Lucario started talking some shit, so I did a video. I did one fucking video. Haven't done one since. I said, I hate to do this because I like Mr. Lucario. If you guys ever hear the video, I don't know where it is, but you'll see me, you hear me say that. So Mr. Lucario and other dating gurus out there, but their shit is on another level. They use, I guess he's talking about video production. They use Photoshop, Sony Vegas, Final Cut. Final Cut Pro is for movie people. I do have Sony Vegas, dumbass. Yeah. He also talked about something about I'm using PowerPoint. Okay. I don't know of any marketer, internet marketer, that does not use PowerPoint. When they do these huge 1,000 people webinars, they have PowerPoint. So this guy has no idea what the fuck he's talking about. He's a dusty black motherfucker that doesn't even make videos. Let me see. Does this dude even have any videos? A lot of these guys are consumers. There's some videos like that he uploaded from 3 years ago. Instant karma douchebag tries to kick a guy's car, and then another one, these females ain't playing, girl messes up. So he's into that ghetto negative black shit. Not doing anything with his life, obviously. Probably living on welfare, if he even has a damn job. Going nowhere in life. Great. And don't give me shit about saying he lives on welfare. I know these types. That's why they sit around all day doing nothing but smoking weed. Probably got a female that's on welfare with some kids that he's living off of. Sad. I don't use the N-word here. Use again, Palm 9 fan. I'm a block you. Okay? We got to stop that word out of our culture. I don't care if it was the AS. Fuck the shit. It's a derogatory term that the dominant society used on us. I don't know why you guys think that just because these rappers run around using it, that it's a cool thing. You guys respect rappers? All there is poets. Poetry geeks. How do you say it? Poetry geeks. Damn, it must mouth for a minute. Poetry geeks. That's all they are. I don't respect rappers. So say it again, you're gone. Palm 9. Isn't that church? Okay. Back to what I was talking about. This YouTube brings out the idiots. People think they know something. This guy's said they're on a whole nother level. How many of these guys have you seen have their girls holding a sign saying property of that guru? Seen Mystery do it? How about RSD guy? Isn't he's got a kid, I know that, because he sent me a message. Why are you taking money out of my kid's mouth, out of my son's mouth? Why are you taking money out of my son's mouth? And I'm doing no damage to their business. I just put out the truth. And if they can't handle it, it's too bad. So obviously this kid is stuck on the whole chasing concepts and knock yourself out. Like I tell you guys, you know, it's a numbers game. I prefer not to spend my time that way, my energy that way. I prefer not to give my power to a female, run up to her, tap dancing and all that shit to get her attention. I don't think so. There was a photo I used to use years ago. This old black man, I think it's like from slavery days, tap dancing for these old Aunt Jemima types. Let's see, Google Images. Problem is the real tap dancers get up in there, come up. I guess I can't show you guys a photo. They have had some amazing tap dancers. The Nicholas brothers. See, all we know from society is like Fred Astaire, even Bob Hope. They didn't showcase the Nicholas brothers and shit like that. Because we live in America and a dominant society, they control what you see. Wow, there's a fat chick on point. You guys know what point is? Nah, she's not on point. That's ballet. But she's studying ballet. She's obese. Let's see. Alpha game sounds like alpha dude. Let's cut the crap and move on. He says, okay, if you want to cut the crap, I'll let you stick around. You need to take the alpha off your name, though, man. Palm 9, what's up? Have you ever had erectile dysfunction? How do you deal with it? Never had it. I'm African American, and our testosterone rate doesn't you start evaporating at like age 40, as if you're Caucasian, like your race does. Shit, I thought Alpha was going to cut it out. I thought you said you were going to cut it out, Alpha. I think you said, let's cut the crap and move on. Now you say, you ruined my life. I just want you to know why. Now, Pippin Scout, if you're still here, this guy, he's Japanese in America. The type that dyes their hair blonde. Little guy. And he was listening to my videos. And because he tried to tell his girl what to do, he believes that that's why she cheated on him. You ever heard anything that's stupid? He tried to say, he asked her, why did you cheat on me? Now, remember, he's Japanese. Strider, you should do a call-in session, Supreme. I was paying for that one that everybody uses. And I didn't realize I was paying for it, but I canceled it. And where Tyreek does his call-in shows and all that, everyone, Steve the Dean. And I just don't feel like going through the learning curve of learning how to use the shit. Alpha Game says, it's hard to get females. You made mine leave. I didn't make anything. You made her leave. Okay? It's weak to blame others for your own bullshit. She told me directly that was the reason. Get her on the show. Bring her on the show. I'll get the reason why she left out of her. Again, bring her on the show. I'll get you the reason why she left. Okay? Strider, if I can teach you, would do it? Would you do it, you mean? I'd be open for something like that in September. Not doing anything new right now because I'm preparing for vacation. So September, hit me up. Jovina. That Japanese guy is back. The one that believes that because I told his girl, because he thinks, well, first of all, he started telling his girlfriend what to do, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
And so she went out, he says, and cheated on him because he was telling her what to do. You ever heard anything like that?
Not really. I don't know what he's talking about, but
I don't either. He's the type that wants to blame others for his own mistakes. That's his problem. She changed her number. She's avoiding me. I had a good thing going. I just want you to apologize so we move on. I did nothing. You're the one listening to my shows. I never told you directly to do anything, but telling what to do is the right thing to do. I'll say that right now. And that's not why she started cheating on you. Think about it. She changed her number. That means you were bugging the fuck out of her. so bad that she changed the number. That means you broke down in tears, you cried on the phone, you were begging, she got tired of your shit and changed her fucking number. So you're revealing yourself right here. You're a fucking worm. Worms beg like that, brother. Actually, not my brother. But worms beg. She don't want a worm of a man. She was going out with dudes that were more manly than you are. Now, one thing about you guys is that you got to get over that being Asian thing, because that's killing your game. You know, don't dye your hair blonde. Your hair's not blonde. Pimp Scout says, LOL. Palm 9 fan, how to get a girlfriend. Let me tell you how to get a girlfriend. Right now, I don't care what you look like. If you go out into the world, it may take 2 months. If you're better looking, it'll take a lot less time. A lot less time. But everywhere you go, if you look for girls that give you, a moment of eye contact where she looks at you, that means she's digging you. And you walk over to her, introduce yourself to her, you'll have a girlfriend. While you're talking to her, that's dependent if you have conversation skills. Just take out your phone, give her a phone. Hey, let's do coffee sometime. Bam, you got your first date. It's that fucking easy. You go on a coffee date, you're talking about get a girlfriend. After coffee date, hey, you want to go see this movie? Bam, you got your next date. You take her home, pick her up from the movie, take her home. This is old-fashioned style, how I did it. You give her a kiss at the door. Bam, you call the next day, ask her how she enjoyed the date. It's that easy. Get a girlfriend is not hard. If you look for who's digging you. Now, let's say you fix yourself up. I have no idea what you look like because you don't have your photo in there. But let's say you fix yourself up. You hit the gym. You got your body going. You learn to dress. You learn to dress, right? You learn to have good conversation. You develop that confidence that men have, because that's what attracts women, by the way. Number one thing that attracts women is confidence. When you lack confidence, you're awkward. You're like alpha game here. You're awkward running around. Okay? Let's say you do all that. That will cut that time down real short. You learn how to dance. You go to a nightclub. 64% of the women that go to nightclubs are there to meet men. All you got to do is show up. And at least one of those chicks in that room is going to be feeling you and give you eye contact. So we're taking the dance floor, dance with her, take out your phone, give her the number, or have her put a number in your phone. Try to pull her home that night, or set a date for a future time. Easy peasy. It's not rocket science getting a girlfriend. Alpha Game says, real men show their emotions. I got her being myself with my blonde hair. That's not real. What do you know about real men? You're not a real man. You call yourself alpha and you're Japanese. You're a little Japanese guy. You came on here showing pictures of these buffed out bodybuilder, this bodybuilding Chinese guy, and you're Japanese. You guys hate each other, at least in the old countries. You show a face and a body that you don't even have. That's not a real man. And I know you watch anime. You dye your hair blonde because you hate, there's a part of you that hates yourself. You want to be like a white guy. That's not a real man. The Asian guys that do good in the game are the ones that are comfortable in their own skin. I go outside my door, I drive through Sacramento, I see Asian guys like that. Dating hot white chicks. And they're not into that whole I'm Japanese or I'm Chinese or I'm Vietnamese thing. It's a downer. On my forum, there's a Chinese guy who lives in Toronto. If I could show you the quality of babes he has got in Toronto, it'd blow your mind. Hot European blondes, Latins, African American, or not African Canadians, Colombians, and he even became a pimp. A pimp and scout knows of him. He's Chinese. He ran a bordello. He got into the BDSM, where white women wanted him to beat their ass. He learned to do salsa dancing. That's how he got his game started. He got so good, he thought, he asked me, should I become a teacher? I said, hell yeah. Instead, he went into BDSM and shit like that, but whatever. His body was ordinary. He transferred his body into a uber Bruce Lee looking body. What have you done, Alpha Game? What have you done for yourself and your physique to make yourself stand out? Nothing. You got lucky, lucked up on a girl. I don't know if you're paying, giving her money and shit. I've seen so many Asian guys with these stripper girlfriends, and they're there only for the money. I see that over and over again since I've been online. I don't know if you're giving the girl money, buying her shit. He goes, but I see you're not going to apologize. Real men admit when they're wrong. When I've been wrong, I've admitted it. All of my students have heard me say I was wrong. Okay? Pimp Scout says, LOL. Pimp Scout, never show your weakness to a female you are playing unless strategically, and even that is rare. Leave that to your best friend. I don't show my best friend my weakness. Palm 9 says, thank you. What are the best place to find girls? I will go to, best place is a nightclub. Again, 64% want to meet men. There's no other place like that. Nightclubs, then bars. I've never been to a meetup, so. Big Craig, is that a joke? Are you trying to be funny, Big Craig? Because I'll bounce you real quick. People that always call themselves big this, big that. They're usually like 5 feet tall. They want to feel like big men. Big Craig says how to stop being gay. When you discover that, let the world know. I'm going to bounce him. He claims he's serious. He's not serious. He's another troll. Now he's blocked forever. You don't come to a player's channel and ask how do you stop being gay, number one. Number two, nobody's that serious. Nobody's like that. I don't want that kind of person around me or around you guys. So Pivot Scout, how's your daughter, man? And are you guys going to have another child try for a boy? Unbreakable. What's up, PS? Digging the new backdrop. I'm sitting on my couch. I was sitting here watching a YouTube video on the Neanderthals. I refuse to change the new identification or the new pronunciation, Neanderthals. New information is they were not human. They were not subhuman. They were a different path. The way the cartoonists draw them is actually incorrect because their eyeballs were way up here and they were huge. So this guy, this writer that's out there, he's trying to show you what they really look like if you take off the humanization part that people tend to do. And they also, as he claims, they're the apex predators of their time, of Europe. So somehow they tended to romanticize about Neanderthals. And this was one of the ones I was watching. Nope, that's the wrong one. Well, this woman, this scientist is
in South America.
Oh,
lives.
okay, that's one.
It also seems that they didn't care where the meat came from. That's because we now know that
They were cannibals. But he gave you an image of.
Evidence of this actually serves.
He shows you why that this image of a Neanderthal is actually wrong.
Now, Neanderthal predation created modern humans.
That they were actually primates.
There's a reason why all these forensic reconstructions end up looking like humans, and it's got nothing to do with science. I think it's about anthropomorphism. That's our tendency to attribute human characteristics to other animals. Museum reconstructions around the world. The females occasionally noses, ears, and lips. We know the thickness, it's like a human.
He used
Serious science.
an actor, him.
Neanderthal, he'd need to have a serious facelift.
That's where his eyes actually were, and they were huge. And he had lots of body hair.
Look at the hard evidence. You soon see that Neanderthal skulls and human skulls were fundamentally different. This is a Neanderthal skull. It's got a protruding face, large. Compare. For example, when I compare the profile of a Neanderthal with a chimpanzee, they seem to fit amazingly well. For my book,
So this guy is doing the work of really recreating the face. See how the eyes are way at the top of the head? And they're huge? These creatures were 6 times stronger than men, than us. Anyways, I'm interested in learning stuff, so I don't know about you guys. I like to learn. I'm never too old to learn something. Hold on. I love when they learn to start walking. That's the fun time. Pimp Scout says, great, started to learn to walk. It's so amazing to watch a child learn to walk. They always get back up. And somehow men have lost it. Like, take Alpha. Instead of getting back up, okay, his girlfriend cheated on him. Obviously, there's something going wrong in the relationship. Okay? Obviously, either he's not getting the right dick, or he's boring, or he's needy. And judging by his personality, I say he's boring and he's needy. A lot of times girls don't care about dick size, so I won't even put that in there. So anyways, weak men, women can't stand being a weak man. They feel cheated. So he didn't learn to pick himself up like a child does. He's fallen, he hasn't learned to get back up again. Palm 9. Also, I'm below average height and overweight. I believe that is my current problem. Then why don't you lose the weight? If you really want to get a girlfriend, then make it your priority to lose the weight. As I said, let's say you get your body right. Now, if you have a hobby, let's say you're into, what do nerds do? They do that role playing or cosplay thing. Cosplay. You can go there if you're into whatever that is. And you meet a girl there. Find a hobby. You find a hobby and meet women through your hobby. Pimp Scout. I want to focus only on her, learning to be a dad day by day. You got your head in the right place because you want to learn to be a dad. Big Craig. I thought I banned him. Oh, he's back without the capital, so we recreated it. I love my wife. I'm sick of hiding in the shadows. I want to only love women. I need advice, sir. This lifestyle is tearing me apart. I can't help you. I know a goddamn thing about homosexuality. Okay? I mean, what make you think you'd come here when I talk about women? I know something about faggotry. Huh? That's why you are a troll. You actually came back with another screen name. That's trolling. And my only advice to you is you're gonna bring AIDS back to your wife. Does she fucking deserve that shit? You deserve to die of AIDS, but she doesn't deserve to die of AIDS. Well, not you deserve to die of AIDS, but you're the one out there fucking around in the AIDS territory. So if you get it, that's your own fault. And then you bring it back to your wife. What did she ever do to you? Deserve that. That's the only advice I can give you. Crystal Williams, what up, player? What's the topic today? I'm just coming in. Life is too short. Start living your life. I'm sorry, Big Craig. I'm not no I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Type of teacher. Worldly teacher. I don't care for homosexuality. And you're in the wrong guy's face asking about a question like that. I've learned to accept you guys and try to get along, but it's not something I can deal with. Sorry. I teach guys how to get women, period. I have no idea. And I tried to help my one friend who was end up on your side of the fence. I tried. I'll never spend my energy doing that shit again. Palm 9 says, Big Craig, you should go to church. I don't think church can help these guys. Our vice president used to be homosexual. And he says church did it for him, but I don't know. I don't know anything about that shit. I'm not going to do one-on-one with you, man. You have something in you that I can't deal with. I don't want to work with it, in other words. I can deal with it, but I don't want to work with it. I mean, I've tried that before. I would never waste my energy going back to that. Go get professional help if you want that. That's all I can tell you to do is go get professional help. What you're dealing with is beyond me. If you don't have a love of women, that's your energy. Stop faking the funk. That's all I can tell you. If you're meant to be gay, just be gay. Don't just get married just for appearances, because it's not fair to women. It's not fair to your wife. I feel sorry for your wife, especially if you catch AIDS and she's going to die. If you guys have kids, both of you guys are going to be gone. Where are the kids? No, this is a joke. I need you, please. I just explained to him that I have no idea how to deal with that. And what do I get? I need you, please. How many of you guys think this guy is a troll? Trying to distract our conversation. Just type yes or no. This is probably actually Jonathan or the guy that I banned this morning. To recreate your name to come to a player. Think about that, fellas. Who does that? Then say he's got a wife. What attracts women is looks or personality or money. Jovina, what attracts women? Looks, yes. Personality, yes. Money, yes. Depending on what type of girl it is.
Yes, it depends on the type of girl. Some, if they're looking for stability and someone to take care of them, they go for the money.
Some, if they're young and they're out there having fun, they go for the looks.
The women that are real superficial go for looks.
Superficial, thank you.
Yeah, the ones who want to find someone that has something in common with them,
they go for personality. Okay, so you listed all the three things that women actually look for, but they're in different types of women. it's great if you have all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. If you got the looks, you got the personality, and you got some money.
Dream.
That's a woman's dream.
Or shall I say wet dream?
Wet dream, yeah. Well, you're stuck with me.
Oh, damn.
I have no looks anymore. I have no personality. I got no money.
Well, you not necessarily don't have enough money. You just don't. You're just not rich.
Yeah. I told you got the booby prize.
I know. I think I'll go to the Azores and stay there.
Yeah.
If I don't come back,
That's okay.
don't send anybody for me.
That's all right. I won't.
Oh, wait,
I'll be having fun.
You're going with me. Damn it.
You can leave me here. So
You're not getting
you want to work on your looks. If you're fat, lose it. Okay. Unfortunately, the PUAs will tell you you can be short, fat, and balding, and still date these 6 foot tall models. What makes these guys think that women want to date down?
I don't know. Here's a question. Do you want to date down?
Yeah, then they don't want to date down.
If you don't want to date down, don't expect women to do that either. So.
Yeah. Now the good thing is that women aren't all that they're not super hung up on looks after they reach a certain age.
Some of them aren't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we just said, we just pointed out 3 different types of women, and they're all
Yep.
out there.
And even the ones that are into looks, as they get older, they change a bit. But that's just, they're superficial when they're young. I'm working with a young guy right now. He's kind of like that as well. He's good looking. And I'm trying to get him out of that whole superficial state. She's got to be a 10. 10s are very rare. And what's a 10 to him is a 10 to me and all that kind of stuff. But those perfect 10s are pretty rare. So you got to, maybe drop down a number or 2 and give women a chance. If I had a choice of one of those, hell, I'd go for money. No, I'd go for personality, because personality always wins in the end. Ugly guys with powerful personalities, they get laid. I don't want to say great, because when I use the word great, you think they're nice guys. No, I'm talking about powerful personalities. I see that all the time. Guys who have that tough guy personality, they got the bald head, scarred up look, they get women. And if one thing that worked for me in the game was my personality, my attitude. I suffer from anxiety and depression also, which affects my sexual performance. Okay, you shouldn't be having sex with anybody and bring that clop of shit around women. Okay, you got to fix yourself. Why would you want to bring that shit around a woman and fuck up her life? Just because you're fucked up. I give the brutal truth. I talk brutally to people. I don't sugarcoat the shit. I think you're black, so you know what I'm talking about. I give you the black guy. I'm a black guy. So you got a bag of shit you're carrying around with you, and you smell when you get around women. Don't fix that shit. Go get whatever help you need. Then go out there while you're dieting and losing weight and get in shape. Try to find yourself a girlfriend. Because I've never actually heard of a black dude with anxiety and depression, but I guess it does exist. You ever heard that GMK of a black guy with anxiety and depression? Oh, I have actually ran into one person who I leave nameless with depression. And I've experienced, I call it being down, a bummer. I hate the word depression because that's what women use. And no thanks, not for me. As men, we learn to work our way out of that shit. I always go back to when my little brother died. I kept working. I started going camping. I found pleasures in my life. One of the bad pleasures was eating. But I learned to find pleasure. And that kind of brought me out of any down states. Affects my sexual performance. Well, I can see those could affect your sexual performance. It sounds like you've also been, if you're having sex, that means you're paying for hookers. And that means you're a trick. So you might want to stop that shit. I'd say spend your money on a good therapist to get you out of that shit, or counselor to get you out of that shit. Jim K says, nah, he's never heard of Africans or African American. Jim K, he's from Africa, and I never heard of any Africans having depression or black guys, because I play soccer or run when feeling down, but never depressed or feeling stuck like that. Jack William. Clearly troll, yes. Clearly a troll. He's gone silent now. I was on Karen Lee Potter's live call last week. She gets the creepy trolls. Guys asking her, will she take her titty out? Shit like that. It's got to suck to be a female in this business, because that brings out the weirdos. Guys asking weird questions. Does she wear stiletto heels? Will they step on their balls with the heels? And all this weird shit. Palm 9. It's mostly physical symptoms, heart beating fast. Emotionally, I'm fine. It's still a problem that you need to learn to handle. By the way, anxiety can be dealt with. Anxiety starts, if you look into your past, this is from my fear course. If you look in your past, there was probably one event that started you on the state of fear, because it's really basically fear, reaction to fear. So if you do some meditation and research on that Palm 9, you'll find out what that was. And then you can start, working with a therapist on that. Because I have started lifting weights and it's helping. Good. Helping burn off that negative energy. Losing weight and looking good. Let's say you're 250 pounds, you get down to 190 and you're looking all rocked and buffed. That'll change everything. That'll also boost your confidence up. Right now I'm suffering on a diet. Don't like diets. Just rather change my eating program, which we just did. And Jovina, she had gained some weight, so she's on it as well. Well, Jovina, she gained a lot of weight.
Who's talking?
I already had the weight. You didn't have the weight.
No, you didn't. When we met, you did not have.
No, after Junior died, then after I got sick, you had gotten pretty good. You see, don't blame me.
Yeah, no,
I didn't put the food in your mouth.
It's your fault.
See how females are? They want to blame a brother.
No, I'm just blaming you.
I'm the brother you're blaming.
Exactly. Just Albert or your brother. That's it.
See, Palm 9, that's what you want. A companion you can joke with. Yes, it was a traumatic breakup. Okay. Are you black? Well, you came in and talk that, what's up, niggas? Pimp and Scout, me and my wife both gained weight. We decided to train together daily. That's what we're getting ready to do. I'm going to go to Planet. I have a 24, but I want to go to Planet Fitness. We have this one that's all across the country, because we're traveling from California to the East Coast, a state called Georgia, next month. And I want to be able to go on the road, take our time, take 8 days to get there instead of 3, and, work out, and stop in towns and train every morning. I was going to do some camping, but then I realized, Jovina comes home. She makes, 3 meals a day, 7 days a week. She comes home at lunch, makes my lunch for me, and then barely has time to get back to work. And I think I'm just going to give her a break. I think she's earned it. Of course, you're going to have to do some work while we're on the road.
I'm the one that has to make your meals, remember that.
Yes, I know. What can you do to him?
It's a surprise, isn't it?
Let's see. GMK is thanking Pim for the godly advice last time. The problem is I stopped training Jovina because I moved my business and I changed my hours. She was coming in the evening time by evening clients, and I'm working her out. The only time she's trained is when I've made workout videos for my fitness business that I'm trying to get online. No, I am Guyanese. Ivan Van Sertim was Guyanese from Guyana, and he was black. I asked, okay, never mind. You're saying you're not African American. Come on, Google. Fuck. Okay, so looks like they're a mix of Indian, African, lots of multiracial groups. He looked like he was a mixture of Native and African, but he classified himself as black. He was a teacher in the black community. It's the only South American nation in which English is the official language. Really? Didn't know that. So which guy, what is your racial background? Well, you came in saying niggas, so that was an indicative or indication that you're, thanks, GMK, Guyanese have roots from Africa like a motherfucker. Wasn't that where Jim Jones went? Jim Jones was a preacher from my days. He's the reason why I didn't become a preacher, in fact. He was a white guy with dark skin, jet black hair. He gathered his flock and they ran down to Guyana, I believe. And they're the ones that drank the poison Kool-Aid. He got him to commit suicide. Turned out the dude was so fucked up, he was fucking the men and the women and the kids. He had so much power. Let's see. When Jim Jones, associate preacher in Indiana, told him the temple was about to collapse without him. Cause of death was gunshot wound. 7 children. He was cult leader of the People's Temple. That's what it was. And they were big in San Francisco. Rumor is he was part Melungeon. And Melungeons were descendants of African Americans and or Africans and Caucasian women, and apparently they went up into the hills and created their own race. But this is Jim Jones. So that's why blacks accepted him, because he didn't look like a regular white guy. He had, you know, darker skin. But he was a fucking freak. It made me learn to respect the power of words. And his life story influenced me a lot. Now, if you look at his skin tone, these are Melungeons. You see that they're really dark. You see there's African in this guy, but he looks like he's just dark for no reason. There was one family that I wanted to show that were Melungeon. Oh, here it is. They tried to call themselves Portuguese at one time, because the Portuguese were this dark at one time, some of them. And they made up a story that Captain Cook dropped them off and they went up in the mountains. Their DNA came back. It was just a byproduct of black men and white women from the early parts of the country. When they first started bringing Africans here, they freed them after 7 years. So they were freed men. And we didn't have the racial shit that we have now. So they were, you know, having sex with white women. And their offspring went up into the hills as slavery started. And to be safe, they went up to the hills and they started creating communities up there. See, she looks African descent. She looks African descent. He looks like he's like a gypsy. You can see the African in this child. He doesn't have it. She's got it. And she's questionable. Palm Nine says West Indian. I was born and raised in Toronto. In Guyana, white skin is more favorable. White skin is more favorable all over the world. Toronto, America, South America, Mexico. You ever watch the Mexican channel TV? They don't show dark-skinned people on Mexican channels unless they're like a servant. People say West Indian. The fuck is West Indian? I've heard that black people use that. You know, I'm West Indian. Either you have African roots or you don't. Just say I'm a mixture of African and Indian. So you're short, you're fat, you got issues. Who doesn't? Why don't you work on yourself? Get your weight down, as I said. Take care of them fucked up issues you got. That way you're not fucking up a girl's life. That's one thing that scares about guys who are fucked up inside. And I help them get a girl. They done bought a shitload of trouble with that girl. If they're fucking insecure, they're gonna make that girl's life hell. They're gonna call her every minute of the day, see where she's at. Women didn't ask for that kind of shit. You know, they're trying to live their lives. They're trying to go to their jobs and pay their rent and buy food for themselves. They didn't ask for all that fucked up shit you fucked up guys bring to their fucked up tables. So fix yourself, fellas. If I can pass one thing on to you, I'd like to pass that one on. Don't bring bullshit to the table. All right, fellas. How long have I been doing this? Try to keep these down to about an hour. And I have no idea how long I've been doing the damn show. Any questions you want to ask me before I leave? Going once. Going twice. We'll give it 1 second to pop in. Jim K says, wait. Okay, GMK. How's that Chinese girl? No, Christopher. I do want to ask you, how can you reduce the size of that forearm? I know you had a tumor in there. Is the size ever going to go down? It looks like a Popeye forearm, and the other arm is skinny. And I know that's caused you some concern in your life. Like I wouldn't wear a short sleeve shirt. I'd wear a long sleeve. That they wouldn't find out after I done fucked them that I got a Popeye arm. GMK, I'm waiting for you to finish typing. Hey, it's a black guy. He says, that's not fucking funny at Christopher. What did Christopher do? Oh, the workout thing? I'm not concerned about it. There he is, black guy. I do this for a living. I charge for my time. No, it's too close to the nerves. Oh. So nothing you can do. It's going to be like that for a long time then. GMK, my girl get hella tired after her second orgasm and can't go no more. Perfect. Job done. Job done. You ever see Hancock? Good job. Good job. She can't get any more than that. Can't go no more. Any tips on increasing her stamina? That's all she has in her. I asked her, and she said she gets too sensitive. If you're playing with the clit, then leave the clit alone for a while. Give it a break. She's actually Portuguese, even though she lives in China. I was surprised. She's Portuguese? Jovina, headphones off. GMK's girlfriend's actually Portuguese.
His what, girlfriend?
Yeah, but she lives in China. I thought she was Chinese. Did you show her photo? I thought she was Chinese. They were colonized. Yeah, Portuguese colonized parts of India too. And a couple of countries in Africa. And it was larger than that. GMK, Macau is the island. She looks Chinese. If she looks Chinese, then she's Chinese. She must have Portuguese blood in her, though. And the Chinese gene pool is stronger than European, of course. In fact, their DNA is really strong. Not as strong as ours, but their DNA overwrites, white folks' DNA like that. Christopher, and what's not funny? Okay, it's a black guy, GMK. She showed me her citizen card. It says Portuguese on it. Wow. I guess they interbred over there. Your ancestors.
We're everywhere, right?
Yeah, like cockroaches. Now, full Chinese, but not just on paper. It's weird. Didn't your son say there was a Chinese girl? Yeah, your son knew a Chinese girl that was Portuguese also. She had like a Portuguese. She was from over there. Almost the same thing as here.
Mm.
Don't you remember that? Apparently she got her passport and it was in the Portuguese language.
Oh, that was one of his friends. Yeah.
One of his friends. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So she is Chinese.
Hmm.
Well, hey, if two's all she can get, be satisfied. You ain't got to do any more work. Job done, and done well. You know, not all women can have like 25 orgasms. Some girls are nymphomaniacs. They can have endlessly, and some can't. I sent you a big donations. You owe me some advice, brother. I don't appreciate you not responding by message. I need your advice, playa. When did you leave me a message? You owe me some advice, brother. I don't appreciate you not responding to my message. I need your advice, playa. Okay, let me handle this. Number one, hey, as a black guy, I have no idea what you're talking about. Where did you leave the message? Did you leave it here? Let's see. GMK, I love when she says I'm tired. I'm like, wow. Okay, everybody, let's go quiet. Let's see what, hey, it's a black guy. He's upset at me. And obviously, there's a problem of miscommunication. He left a message somewhere that I didn't see. Hey, as a black guy, remember, I always try to answer guys' questions. So if you could, just state your question. I'll answer like I've always done. So I'm gonna wait for this advice. We'll handle, hey, he's a black guy. Then I'll bugger out for the day. I bet it's on the old channel. I haven't looked at anything on the old channel. Just upload a video there. I just got my video rights back to upload. I haven't been really, I haven't looked at the bell stuff. I send it to your private inbox. My private inbox is the one-stop AOL address. And I have no idea what you're talking about there, brother. Did you do it today? Let me go check my mail right now. If it came, you know, if you sent it to my AOL address and I didn't recognize a name, it probably got deleted. And your name is Jonathan. So let me go there and see what I can find out. I got 2 pieces of mail in there right now.
You've got mail.
Nope. I'm going to type your name into my search engine. It's JOHNATHON. No. Jonathan Hogwood. Jonathan Hogwood. Question about women. I always like to prove myself. Okay, I typed Jonathan in there. He was asking me questions about women. 2013. More questions about women. Question about women. Question about women. Women. I got a lot of mail from him, but nothing from you. Let's see. The problem was solved, but when I needed you didn't respond. I just found that disrespectful. As much as I help you, no one does as much as me. That's some fucking bull, brother. All I'm saying. Okay, did you just now see my inbox? What inbox did you send it to? It was really important. Okay, calm down. What inbox did you send it to? Remember I do the TW ones? He sent it to my AOL inbox. The same one that you use if you look at your donation that you've sent, and thank you for that. It's right there on the donation. If you ever had a problem with one of my products, it's right there on the AOL thing. So let me know what inbox you sent it to. Because I don't have a inbox that I advertise to the crowd here. I've got a ton of emails. ZenMac at AOL, ZenMac at yahoo.com. I've got Player Supreme. I've got my AOL one. I've got Supreme at ZenMac.com. Let's see, and that's on the server. I never go there. I've got, well, every one of my sites has a contact form. And if you go to like the Player Supreme Show.info, you type something in the contact form, it'll go to my AOL inbox. So which one did you use? So we can correct this. So if you ever have a problem in the future, you know actually where to go. And I check my email address several times a day. Just drop it, play. I see where our relationship is. I don't even want to discuss it because I'm angry and don't want to get disrespectful. So have a good one, brother. Okay, I want to solve the problem. I'm a man. I solve things like a man when there's a problem. So let's stick here for a moment and solve the problem. Obviously, I did not get your emails. If I did, like the TW ones, I would have answered them. Anyone ever email me, not get a response on the call right now? Pimp and Scout, he emails me a lot. I return them. Anyone that emails me to the correct inbox, I respond to it within that day. Actually, I value Hey, it's a Black Guy because he made a logo for me, and he's also contributed. So when there's a problem, I want to solve it, especially for a guy like Hey, it's a Black Guy, because I've known him for a long time. Pimp Sky, no, none of my business, but dude, write the email you use to send. That's what I'm asking for, is the email that he used to send. Where did you send it? You saw me type your name into my AOL browser, and the only guy that came up was Jonathan Hogwood. If you like, I'll show you again. Okay, I typed Jonathan in there. Okay, that is the correct spelling, correct? It's all Jonathan Hogwood. And as you look at these, he sent me questions. I answer them. That's what I do. Even that irritating TW guy. Let me try with the Z. Oh, maybe it's spelled wrong. No, nobody. That's not the right spelling. Yeah. So if I didn't get it and you sent it to the wrong place, your anger is misplaced. I don't blame you for being upset. But let's go in and solve the problem. One of the things we got to learn to handle is our emotions, fellas. We got to learn to handle anger. We never want to blow off the hinges, especially as I'm explaining to Hates Black and I showed him proof that I didn't get his email. We should be able to let that go and say, oh man, I fucked up. I didn't send it to the right place. I didn't know, or whatever. And as men, we learn to apologize. Like, Hates Black, you'll come back in later and after you're not angry, realize, oh yeah, he did show me that. I'm sorry, man. But I want you to learn to deal with your anger right now. Just let it go. It's not serving you right now. All it's gonna do is make you upset, and you're gonna mull and think bad thoughts. David Conn, yeah, this was a good video until now. Well, I'm sorry, David Akandi, but I want to solve this issue because I like Hates Black Guy. We got to develop the ability to flip that switch. Okay, this is a good lesson for everybody here. Be able to flip that switch. Realize you made a mistake. And I'd still like to know what the problem was. Okay, he says, I'm not going to fucking let it go because if you know how important it was, no one would be saying anything. Okay, but can you not see that I got nothing? Yeah, not a good idea to go. We got to teach you how to work through this shit because if you ever do that to a chick, it'll just go sideways on you. If you can't handle your anger and let it go and manage yourself, you'll never be able to master women. You always will struggle at that. Let me go check my Player Supreme. I'm gonna go check the Player Supreme one. I go there maybe once a month. Actually, once every other month. I don't use that email address either. Let's see. Go to Google. I've got to get out of this Google one. Sign out. Hold on. Let me give you guys an example. Sign in. Look at all these accounts. Right now I'm using this one. This is the old one, playersupreme@gmail.com. And this goes back to my original channel that's no longer there. That's why I don't use it anymore. Anybody know if they have a search engine? I have Google Alerts set up, and I don't even use this stuff. I've used it maybe twice to get articles. No, I don't see anything. Where in the fuck did he send this shit to? Let me go to the next page. Because this is going back to June 29th. This is now late in July or beginning of July.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it's the 8th.
Yes, the 8th. Nothing. I get no. What I do is I mass delete because I don't get any personal mail in there anymore. People know not to send me stuff there. Look at all this stuff. Oh, personal trainer. Okay, nope. And I don't use that email address either. The fuck is this? I'm not completing shit. Let's go to YouTube. And now you see some of the channels I have. Some of you guys subscribe to this one. Don't subscribe to this channel. Okay? Let me have my peace. You can subscribe to Black Truth on the Rise. There's another backup channel that I use in case they want to troll me. And this was a backup one. And here's another backup one. Okay? So I've got all over the place, I guess. And I'm going here today because that's where I'll be looking at videos. Shit. There. Wow. I have no idea what the brother went through, but I guess it was pretty bad. And now, when he calms down, he realized that he had no right to blame me. Michael Nolan had a cheat meal yesterday, nearly got sick. My body has been adapted to fats and protein for 7 weeks. I had leave full meal behind the restaurant, has my body rejected it. Wow. Did you get sick, Michael? Can you believe that? He can't see the truth. He's so angry. You can't see the truth. What kind of man does that?
Just ignore him right now.
Yeah, I'll let him go. It just surprises me.
Why doesn't he do that shit in private? It's not the time.
Well, yeah, but after I showed him that I didn't get any emails from him, he sends us some weird email address, I guess. Something, I don't know. But men that can't handle their anger?
Not a good sign.
Like, wow. Dominic, damn, what happened? I'm waiting for Michael Nolan to tell us what happened so that I can call this a day. Sorry, fellas, for, hey, it's a black guy. He'll cool down and, hey, I worry about you guys who can't handle your emotions. In order to control women, you got to learn to control your emotions. Because if a female can get at you and get you pissed off, then she has control. I got eye contact last night as well. Some of the women look in my direction in the eyeball walking by you. Some would have bitch look like squinty eyes. You ever get a bitch give you squinty eyes? You have to describe that to me. I know what he means. But just to make sure. Dominic, not now. Now, not Mike, the other thing. Not now, Mike, the other. Handsome Black Guy sent me an emergency message, and I did not get any messages. Don't know where he sent it to. He won't repeat the email address that he sent it to either. So he's pissed off and thinks I'm a bad coach. He's been one of my best contributors here, and he's done a lot of things for me. So I'm trying to solve the problem. Show him that I never got a message. I mean, if I read that TW stuff, I'll definitely do his problem. As much free advice I give away, like these calls here, he should know that I would solve his problem in a hot minute. No, did not get sick, though on the way home, I stopped into 3 places to take a shit, had awful diarrhea, had that donor kebab. Don't know what that is, but it's probably something you guys eat over there, or maybe from a foreign country. The spices, man. Sometimes those spices can tear you up, especially if they use MSG. That'll give you diarrhea real fast. Make it at home next time. I know what you had on a kebab, because usually kebabs just have meat and veggies. And you should have a problem with that. By now, you should also be hella lean. That's why females are choosing up now. And congratulations on 7 weeks. That's a long time. That's almost like the Atkins diet, except Atkins, you eat other stuff, like cheese. Long time ago, I got backed up. I was on the Atkins diet. I always try shit out before I tell my clients about it. So I was trying that diet out, and the cheese got me, man. I was backed up. Squinty eyes like someone be pissed at you. Nah, not pissed at me. Maybe you're misinterpreting pissed. If they don't know you, why would they be pissed at you, Michael? Use your head, man. Lowered eyes is usually a bedroom, try to look a bedroom look. Dominic, had a chick hit on me on my new job. Too bad. It's work. You don't touch girls at work. Unless you want to lose that job. Anyways, I'm done for the day, fellas. His Black Guy, hope you feel better. Go back and watch the show. You'll see that I showed you I didn't get the message. So I'm looking up at the screen. You guys are on the big TV, the 65-inch TV. So anyways, his Black Guy, hope you get over this shit. I want you to learn to control your anger, though. Okay? That's a real bad problem. When I'm showing you the truth, and you can't even see the truth, you're so angry. Who does that? I have actually never seen anyone online do that. So that's a real problem that you're going to have to fix in your life. Okay? Hope you feel better. Hope you go back, watch the tape or the video, and then send me an email at my AOL inbox. That's what TW does. He sent it right to my AOL box. Okay? Michael Nolan, he sends me shit to my AOL. He sent me a video recently, and I don't remember what the video was about. I actually watched it. I didn't respond to him because I'm trying to train him not to send me shit to my box unless it's important. It was on some hoe chasing thing that wasn't even real hoe chasing. It was some mixed race kid that was really goofy, and he had a friend show him, or he had a friend videotaping him going up asking girls to be his Valentine. It's like a gag thing. Michael Nolan, you didn't realize it was some gag shit. Wasn't even funny. And now he's second guessing himself. Anyways, that's all I have time for. I'm out of here. I got to work on my business.